Hey guys, it's Casey. Thank you for joining us for the My Favorite Disney Movie collaboration. Today I'm going to be doing a couple paintings for you. First, I'm showing you the colors I'm going to be using on the first painting. I'm using Josanya, M. Graham, and I don't know what brand this one is, but I'm using a sky blue color, a maroon color, and a red. I kind of want like a red bricky look with some hints of blue going through it. I really like this color combination for this painting. I think it turned out perfect. And I'm going to paint the top and the sides. I'm just putting dots on the painting and then taking my brush and running it through the colors just to get a variation of colors mixed. Okay, my next step is going to be to Mod Podge down the stencil. I've printed these off on a tattoo printer, and I'm just Mod Podging them down onto the piece. Yes. Once I get these all glued down, I'm going to go in and I'm going to paint the animals. Lady and the Tramp. I love Lady and the Tramp. It was my grandmother's favorite movie. She always had these two stuffed animals. She said that was her and Papa. And I just adored the movie. So this is my favorite. And I'm doing this for a friend of mine, Byron Chandler. He is such a wonderful guy. He supports all us artists the best he can. He really is a great guy. I'm going to be sending these to him to add to his Disney art collection. I hope he loves these. Byron, I do hope you love these. I did these just for you. Now, I'm painting, I'm using yellow ochre, red ochre, and I mixed up my own tan. Right now, I'm just going in and adding the yellow ochre in the places it needs to be. Now you can see it a little bit better when I lift it up. And I'm doing the red ochre now on the ears. Now it looks beautiful already. I'm super proud of how these came out. They really are gorgeous. Now I'm using some gray that I made to paint the bottom jaw of the animal and his stomach. And then I'm going to paint the outside with a darker gray that I made. Once I get all the painting done here, I've got to do the eyes and the ears. The ears, I used the red ochre again. And the eyes, I'm using not a titanium white, but it was like an off-white color. And I'm going in and warming up these colors. And now I'm just working on the eyes right now, trying to get them perfect. I want them to look just like the movie, just like the pictures on the screen, so that's why I used the stencil. I wanted it to be perfect. I'm just doing it size now and highlighting everything with black. And I used that white to make the noodle. Now I'm taking my black and I'm just outlining the animal with the black paint. This is really simple to do. This is something anyone can do if they have a stencil. Most of the time I draw mine out, but in this case I wanted to use stencils. Like I said, I wanted it to be perfect. I wanted it to be just like the animals that you would find. Okay, I've got Lady pretty much done. She's looking fantastic. And now we're going to work on the Tramp. I smeared that white a little bit. I'm going to have to go in and fix it. I can see that I smeared it on the noodle. Now I'm highlighting the Tramp with the black and all his features. This part's really simple. Just to take your brush and outline everything. Just use a very thin outline brush. It's just like drawing with a pencil, guys. I think I do better with a brush than I do with a pencil. Okay, now I'm going in and outlining them again with the darker black. The black I was using just didn't seem dark enough for me. So I'm going to go in and outline these guys again real quick. Like I said, this is the simplest part right here, just going around and doing the outlines. And look at it, you can see it so much better in this lighting. It's looking perfect. I'm so happy with it at this point. Lady looks beautiful, just like she would on screen. And we're going to outline the Tramp again with the darker black. We really want him to pop, so we're going to give him all the highlights he needs. You could even do this with a marker if you would prefer, if you're not as good with the brush and don't trust yourself with a brush. Now, I'm going to make my own texture. I wanted some texture in this piece. I love texture. I have to put texture in everything. So I mixed up some reflective glass beads, and I mixed them with some gloss heavy gel, and that was a little too thick, so I added some Mod Podge to the gloss heavy gel, and I mixed that up and thinned out the mixture some. And then I just spread that across Lady's ear. Now, at first I felt like this was going to be a mistake, but I ended up loving this. I thought, oh no, what did I do? Did I mess this up when it dried? And I ended up loving it. I fixed it, and I ended up loving it. And I'm putting some on the Tramp as well, on his belly and his neck. And that's all I'm going to do with this. I'm going to let this dry, and we're going to start on the other one while this one's drying. We're going to Mod Podge this one down, just on a blank canvas. I think this one turns out to be my favorite of the two, honestly. Just because it looks like a scene from the movie. Now we're just going to go in with our paint. Do the dark parts first of the Tramp, using our dark gray that we was using in the other one. Now we're going to move in and do the light gray areas. We're going to work around his eyes with some more of the darker gray, because I felt like the colors were a bit too matchy-matchy. But when I go in with the highlights, it totally separates the colors. Now we're going to go in with the lighter areas first of Lady. And then we're going to go in with her collar and get her collar done. And we're going to go in and start on her ears. I used copper on her ears here. I don't know if this was a mistake or not. I like the copper, but I think maybe it should have the darker red, but I really think the copper made it pop though. And we're going to put the gold on her necklace or her collar, and we're going to go in and fix these eyes. The eyes always take a while for me. I'm not great with eyes. I always spend more time on eyes than I do on anything when I'm painting. I like doing cartoon paintings. I'm not great with realism. This was just a real simple way to do this, guys. Anybody could do this, because it's just like a paint by number without the numbers. You have a stencil, you just follow the lines and paint the colors. And Byron has this Disney art collection. He's artists from all around the world have sent him Disney pieces, and he has a huge collection of Disney art now. And hopefully he's going to be doing a video showcasing it after I get these sent to him. He won't have one by the time this video comes out, but hopefully when he gets them, he loves them. I think that they're going to be fabulous. I think they're going to go great with his little art collection. Okay, we're adding in our highlights now. Like I said, just to use an outliner brush and use your black and go in and highlight all those areas of the eyes, the nose, the mouth. You know, hit every spot. Make sure you get all the outlines in, because the outlines are what's going to make it pop. This is really important. Now that we got that done, I'm going to work a little bit more on those eyes. Now we're going in with some texture again. I've got this coarse texture gel, and I'm going to mix it with 2 different greens. And then we're going to spread that underneath where they're setting. We're just going to put it on randomly like we did with the other painting. Except for we can't really do spots because it's such a thick paste. And we're just going to spread it out. Let them mix together however they want. I'm just using a popsicle stick to spread this. Okay. Once we get our texture down, we just got to do our sky. And I did miss painting the sky. My camera wasn't recording, but I just mixed the sky blue with some water and painted it on, and then wiped it off with a towel. just to leave a light background. And here are the two finished pieces. I do fix the ears. I don't love them. I love the texture under his belly, though, or on his neck and belly. Uh, but I do love the one on the right. I think it came out fantastic. So I went in with some red ochre and I covered up those beads, and it really did help. And I went back in and highlighted those areas with the black to fix the painting. Uh, but I don't show that here. But yes, there's more to them. Have a blessed day, guys.